Imagine waking up to the sound of tropical birds, not an alarm clock. That's the life I discovered when I traded my cubicle for Bali's beaches. Hi, I'm Alex, a 28-year-old marketer who became a digital nomad. In this video, we'll dive into my journey, from quit your job jitters to working from anywhere with Wi-Fi. If you're a 20-something stuck in the rat race dreaming of remote work and travel, this is for you. We'll cover practical tips to get started, like choosing the right gigs and packing light, mixed with real adventures that will inspire you to book that ticket. Bali changed everything for me: its vibrant culture, stunning landscapes, and nomad communities. Stick around as we build from the basics to transformative moments. Let's unlock your dream life together. Adventure awaits. My story starts at the airport, heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. I'd saved up, negotiated remote work with my boss, and was ready to test the digital nomad life. But what if the Wi-Fi sucks? What if I can't focus amid the chaos? Spoiler, those worries faded fast. First practical tip: audit your job for remote potential. Freelance platforms like Upwork are goldmines for marketers, writers, or coders. I landed gigs in content creation before takeoff. Pack smart laptop, portable charger, noise-canceling headphones, travel light to stay mobile. As my plane touched down in Denpasar, the humid air hit me like a promise of freedom. Ubud's Green Heart called first, a hub for nomads blending work and wellness. I checked into a co-working cafe, ordered a coconut, and fired up my screen. Productivity soared with the jungle views. If you're hesitating, remember, the first step is the hardest, but Bali's magic makes it worthwhile. Day 1 in Bali, I dove into routine building, the backbone of successful remote work. Practical tip number 1, establish a schedule that syncs with your body's clock, not an office's. I worked mornings when Bali's energy peaked, then explored afternoons. Co-working spots like Ubud became my office, fast internet, aircon, and fellow nomads for brainstorming. Network here, connections lead to gigs. I met Sarah, a designer from Berlin, and we swapped freelance tips over avocado toast. But adventure crept in. A sudden rainstorm flooded the streets, turning my walk home into a muddy dash. Laughing through it, I realized flexibility is key. Remote work tips: use tools like Trello for tasks, Slack for team chats, and Rescue Time to track productivity. No more commute means more time for Balinese culture, visiting temples, or surfing at dawn. This blend fueled my creativity. Client proposals got sharper with island inspiration. You're not just working, you're living fully. As weeks unfolded, I ventured beyond Ubud, chasing digital nomad travel highs. Practical strategy: balance work blocks with mini adventures to avoid burnout. I hiked Tegalaling's rice terraces, laptop in tow for an impromptu email session amid swinging vines. The views: unmatched productivity boosters. Tip: invest in a travel router for spotty Wi-Fi. Mine saved a deadline during a blackout. One day, inspired by the scenery, I pitched a Bali-themed campaign to a client. They loved it. But it's not all smooth. Jet lag hit hard initially, so I prioritized sleep and green juices. Joined a nomad meetup where we shared war stories, dodging monkeys, stealing snacks, negotiating scooter rentals. Humor helps. Picture me bartering in broken Indonesian, only to end up with a helmet that barely fit. These moments built resilience. Remote work from anywhere means adapting. Use Google Fi for global data. My income stabilized as gigs flowed, proving you can thrive without a desk. Bali was teaching me freedom's real cost. Constant curiosity. Heading to Canggu, Bali's surf mecca, upped my nomad game. Here, remote work tips meet wave riding thrills. I rented a villa with a view, setting up a ergonomic desk by the pool. Pro tip: ergonomics matter. Bring a stand and mouse to prevent strain during long sessions. Mornings: client calls over fresh warung breakfast. Afternoons: surf lessons that cleared my mind for better focus. I wiped out plenty, but each fall mirrored work setbacks like a delayed payment that tested my savings buffer. Always have 3 months' expenses stashed. Connected with a community via Nomad List app, events led to collaborations. One night, around a bonfire, we swapped stories of ditching corporate life. Laughter echoed as I shared my first office fail, spilling coffee on my keyboard mid-Zoom. Practicality shines. Use expense trackers like Expensify for tax deductions on travels. Canggu's vibe, laid back yet ambitious, mirrored my growth. Earnings climbed as I specialized in travel marketing. Digital nomad travel isn't vacation. It's purposeful chaos that sharpens you. Mid-journey, I hit a wall, homesickness mixed with work overload. Time for practical remote work recovery, schedule downtime. In Seminyak, I joined food tour, fueling body and soul with authentic eats. Tip: eat local to save cash and immerse. Street foods cheap and delicious. Over nasi goreng with new friends, we discussed work-life hacks, batch tasks to free evenings for sunsets. I refined my portfolio, landing a retainer that doubled income. Adventure peaked with a scooter trip to a hidden waterfall. The adrenaline rush inspired a blog post that went viral in Nomad circles. But realism check. Visa runs are a must. Bali's tourist visa lasts 30 days, so plan extensions or digital nomad visas elsewhere. Humor in hurdles. My scooter broke down in traffic, leading to an impromptu chat with locals that sparked a content idea. These connections turned solo travel into a network. As challenges mounted, so did my confidence. Remote work tips evolve with experience, stay lean, network relentlessly. Bali was molding me into a true adventurer. Pushing boundaries, I island hopped to Nusa Penida, where adventures tested my remote work resolve. Ferries rocked, but the cliffs and mantas were worth it. Practical tip. Download offline tools, Google Docs, Zoom recordings for spotty signals. I worked from a beach shack, waves crashing as backdrop. A client crisis hit, urgent revisions needed. Using mobile hotspot, I delivered under palm shade. Triumph, but the real thrill, snorkeling manta rays, feeling alive in ways office life never allowed. Shared the story in a newsletter, boosting my personal brand. Nomad life demands grit, power outages, cultural faux pas like entering temples wrong-footed. Laugh it off, I did, turning mishaps into social media gold. Remote work from anywhere strategy, diversify income streams, affiliates, courses alongside freelancing. Met a couple running an online biz from their van. Their setup inspired my efficiency tweaks. As sun dipped into the sea, I reflected, this freedom costs comfort but rewards are infinite. Bali's wild side was awakening my boldest self. Storms brewed, mirroring inner doubts as my Bali stint intensified. A tropical downpour trapped me in a guest house, forcing deep work amid leaks. Remote work tip. Back up everything to the cloud. Dropbox saved my project files twice. During lulls, I video called home, sharing laughs about monkey thefts back at Ubud. Adventure called. Climbed Mount Batter at dawn, volcanic steam rising as I emailed proposals from the summit. The view, priceless motivation. But challenges peaked. A scam scooter rental left me stranded, teaching caution in deals. Budget wisely. Apps like Trail Wallet track spends. Joined a yoga retreat for balance, emerging centered and creative. Client feedback soared, my Bali-infused ideas resonated. Humor and hardship. Slipping in mud en route to a meeting, arriving disheveled but on time. Nomads bond over such tailies. As rain cleared, so did my fears. This path demands adaptability but yields growth. Practical advice. Build an emergency fund for surprises. Bali was forging my unbreakable spirit. Nearing the climax, I returned to Uluwatu for soul recharging. Dawn yoga on cliffs overlooking the Indian Ocean reset my nomad rhythm. Practical remote work integration. Morning flows enhance focus, try it before your first task. I led a workshop for expats on time management, turning passion into side hustle. Adventures intertwined. Cliff jumps into turquoise waters, heart racing like my first freelance pitch. A pivotal moment. During meditation, I envisioned scaling my business, inspired by Bali's resilience. Tip: set quarterly goals. Mine included launching a Nomad course. Challenges: visa deadlines loomed, prompting efficiency. Networked at beach clubs, scoring partnerships. Laughter-filled evenings, regaling friends with tales of bargaining for SIM cards. Remote work tips: automate with Zapier to free time for exploration. As waves roared, I felt transformed, from overwhelmed newbie to empowered explorer. Bali stripped away illusions, revealing my potential. This journey's highs were building to a life-altering peak. The turning point hit on a quiet beach in Jimbaran. I closed a major deal, securing full-time remote freedom. Sunset painted the sky as I danced in the sand, tears mixing with joy. Bali's lessons culminated here, practical remote work mastery fused with adventurous spirit. Key takeaway: consistency trumps perfection, daily habits built my empire. From initial fears to this victory, I'd navigated scams, solitude, and successes. Tip for you: start small, test remote days before leaping. My income tripled, lifestyle simplified to essentials. Shared the win with my online community, inspiring dozens to follow. But transformation's core, rediscovering purpose beyond paychecks. Waves whispered approval as I journaled future plans, next stops, Thailand, Portugal. Humor in reflection: who knew dodging cows on roads would make me braver? If I can, you can. This climax isn't an end, it's your beginning. Embrace the chaos, it's where growth thrives. Digital nomad travel rewires your world. As my Bali chapter closed, reflection set in: 3 months of magic, growth, and grit. Practical wrap-up, review finances, update resumes with Nomad skills like adaptability. I left stronger with a toolkit for anywhere. Tip: join communities like Digital Nomad Girls for support. Adventures etched in memory, temple blessings, midnight swims, lifelong bonds. Challenges taught humility, power cuts built patience, cultural clashes broadened views. Laughter lingers, my epic fail at making satay, burning it to charcoal. Remote work from anywhere is sustainable with intention. Prioritize health, relationships, impact. Now back home briefly, I'm planning the next leap, visa in hand. You've journeyed with me, now it's your turn. Audit your life, what holds you back? Start with one remote gig, one trip. Bali proved dreams are actionable. The freedom. Intoxicating, tune in for more stories, but first subscribe for remote work tips and inspiration. Let's build this nomad tribe together. Unlocking your dream life starts now. Recap: nail remote basics, tools, routines, networks, embrace adventures to fuel your fire. Bali transformed me, it can for you. Action steps. Update LinkedIn with remote skills, book a trial trip, join a Nomad Facebook group. Overcome fears with facts, millions thrive this way. Humor me, your first office might be a hammock, but that's the charm. Thanks for joining my journey. Your comments inspire future content. Hit like if you're ready to nomad, subscribe for more digital nomad travel guides, and share with a friend dreaming big. What's your first step? Tell me below. Until next adventure, work from anywhere, live everywhere. Selamat tinggal from Bali, the world awaits. You've got this.